Hey dreamers, welcome to Every Song I Ever Wrote. I'm Bryce of Midnight Notion, and I am a mostly self-taught rock musician with about 20 years of experience. I've written over 100 songs, but most of them, honestly, nobody's ever heard, ever. And I'd like to change that, and I'd like to bring you along with me. Let's do this thing. Every episode will center on one song. I'm going to center this episode on why are we doing this and what are we working with? So the answer is, why am I doing this series? To archive every song, to share every song, and to hopefully inspire you to make your own songs. Now, when I say archive, I mean I don't really absolutely know when I wrote every single song. I want to find out if I can pinpoint the month, the year, maybe the day when every single song was written, and create a big spreadsheet so I always know when I first started each song. When I say share the songs, I'm not only going to show you the old recordings and the old videos and all of the tabs and notes that I've found in my pile of stuff, but I'm also going to re-record them as if they're brand new and hopefully rewrite them and breathe some new life into these songs so you can also see my process for writing new songs. I hope you'll learn something, and hopefully I'll learn something as well. Now, when I was first getting started in music, I didn't have a lot of money, so I couldn't afford fancy recording equipment. What I could afford was a talk boy from Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Howdy do. This is Peter McAllister, the father.
So I have a bunch of cassette tapes of me playing my music, and nobody ever heard them. These are often some of the earliest versions of these songs, so you'll get to hear these tapes before I re-record them. I also have a bunch of home videos from those days, because of course I do. I was a video guy, I always have been. All of these little VHS-C tapes are going to go inside this VHS-C tape transformer guy. You press this, you put the tape inside there, and then converts it. Ooh, magic. And now I'm able to put this into a VCR. I have a whole bunch of school notebooks from when I was in high school and college and maybe even middle school, but a lot of them have guitar tabs and drum tabs and lyric ideas all just hidden in this giant box. Not just this box, but many boxes of these things. So I have to go through every single notebook and mark it to figure out if that's the beginning of the song or if it's just a rewrite or question mark. And the way that I'm able to do that is because every song, at least most of them, has a number. Let me tell you more about that. At some point in my early days of songwriting, I created a document on my computer, not this one, called My Songs. It was a ClarisWorks document. The page setup was horizontal and there were 4 columns so that I could fit multiple songs and lyrics per page. And everything was numbered. Not right away though. It started with just the songs and then I was like, I should probably number these. And when I started numbering them, I had already removed certain songs. I had already gotten rid of a few songs. So song number 1 already, I know, isn't actually song number 1. And that's the point of this series. I want to find out what the actual order of writing these songs was. I have to find the first proof of each individual song and see if I can pinpoint the month and the year that this song was started, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, I can have an official timeline by the end of it. This is pretty exhausting, isn't it? Oh boy. I got these adhesive flags from Target. They're pretty cheap. Each color is going to be 10 songs. That way every single notebook is labeled not only by color and by number, but also where the flag is on the page to let me know whether it's an old song or a slightly newer song. And that's where I'm starting. Anything that isn't listed is going to be a side tab with a question mark on it. That way I can look for the question marks when I don't know where they belong. For my next trick, I'm gonna see if I can organize these notebooks based on the year the notebook existed, question mark? I'm gonna use sticky notes to to put on the front of each book. Oh, check it out. This one has a Spider-Man drawing, and I dated it. I signed it and dated it. It looks like 3/12/2002. So this book definitively early part of 2002. Always leave a date. This one has potential artwork for Silver Infection's first record, Fish Sticks, which never came out. And this is a backwards white hat, which means Dick was in the band, but Kevin was not. So this one exists somewhere around 2003, 2004. Stick figure drawing of Silver Infection, plus lyrics to Left Behind, which I wrote when I was learning that we had to move. I didn't want to move houses. So this tells me 2004. The worst part of all this is that there are a lot of loose papers. There's just a lot of loose papers. These don't have notebooks, so I can't timestamp any of these, but I can at least put them all in numerical order. As you can probably tell, this is going to be a lot of work. I don't know how often I can put out new episodes, but I hope you'll keep coming back. So if this is something you like, please hit the like button. Comment below. Seriously, every time you engage with this channel, it tells YouTube to suggest it to more people. And the more people who see this series, the more likely I am to continue. So please keep sharing it with everyone you know. Until then, I hope you'll come back to check out the first deep dive into the first track. I might not always go in chronological order, but I will try to keep it interesting. So come back for the first track. Until then, thank you so much for watching. You rock.